Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this series of video, you will be seeing the third half module of the question and fourth and fifth module of basic electronics for EEE stream. In the last series of video, I have explained module 1, module 2 and module 3 first half of the question and the answer scheme is discussed, the mark split up is discussed. In this, the next remaining will be discussed. So moving into the third module or choice question, explain the working of op-amp as a differentiator for 8 marks. Define input offset current, input bias current, slew rate and CMRR for 6 marks. With block diagram, explain basic structure of an op-amp. Also write its equivalent circuit diagram, that is for 6 marks. So moving into the scheme, you can see 6A, that is op-amp as a differentiator. So you will draw this circuit for op-amp as a differentiator. You have to mention to which pin you're connecting all these and from which pin you're going to take the output, where the reference input will be given. All those, the circuit contains 2 marks, explanation contains 4 marks and the differential equation contains 2 marks. So totally it is of 8 marks. B question was input offset current, input bias current, slew rate and CMRR. So for definition, so what is input offset current, what is input bias currents, what is slew rate, what is CMRR. So each of the definition, when you explain, each of the explanation carries 1.5 marks. So totally it is of 6 marks. C question was structure of op-amp with equivalent circuit diagram. So structure of op-amp, you will be drawing this, which carries 2 marks, and explanation, what is the input stage, what is intermediate stage, what is level shifting stage, output stage, all these explanation carries another 2 marks, and the circuit for that, that is the equivalent circuit of the op-amp, carries 2 marks. So totally it is of 6 marks. Then moving to the fourth module, a question is convert the following, that is base 16 is converted to base 10, base 10 to 8, like this. You have to convert each of the 4 divisions, and B is complement of the function. This is the function using De Morgan's theorem. You have to find the complement of the function. Then explain the working of half adder. That carries 6 marks. Or choice is nothing but you will have a Boolean function. You have to express in sum of min terms. Then B is mention the postulates of theorem of Boolean algebra and explain the working of full adder. So moving into the scheme, fourth module A question is base 10. So you have to convert base 16 to base 10. So conversion of each carries 4 marks, so totally 8 marks. So 2 marks carries 8 marks. And then B question is nothing but the complement using De Morgan's theorem. So this is the complement function they have derived. You can verify the basic electronics lecture series video for all these functions. So each of this carries 3 marks, that is totally 6 marks. And C question is nothing but half adder. So you will be drawing the half adder circuit, then you will be determining how sum and carry is formed, equations, explanation. So all these together carry 6 marks. Then our choice was about the sum of min terms. Boolean expression was given and you will be finding the sum of min terms m1, m2, m3, like that. You will be finding which is the min terms. M1 here, m1, m4, m5, m6 and m7 are the min terms. So deriving it step by step, so carries 3 marks. And the other one, that is step by step, carries 3 marks. So totally it is of 6 marks. And then B is nothing but Boolean algebra. They have given a Boolean algebra. You have to determine the postulates and theorems of Boolean algebra. So you will be determining the postulates, which carries 4 marks, and theorems carries 4 marks. So totally it is of 8 marks. Then C question is nothing but determination of full adder, that is explanation of full adder. So circuit diagram, that is the logic diagram, carries 2 marks, equation sum and carries 2 marks, and explanation how the sum and carry is being formed with truth table, all those you will explain, which carries 2 marks. So totally it is of 6 marks. Then moving into fifth module, describe the working of LVDT, carries 6 marks. B question is explain the working principle of capacitive pressure transducer, carries 6 marks. And with neat block diagram, explain the working of communication system, carries 8 marks. So in our choices, you will have describe a thermistor and sketch approximate resistance or temperature characteristics of thermistor, and write a short notes of photodiodes. What is modulation? Describe the need of modulation in communication system. So these are the set of questions which is in module 5. So moving into the scheme for module 5, 9A is LVDT. So the circuit diagram carries 1 mark, and the this diagram, that is secondary, primary function, how voltage is divided, all those carries another 1 mark, and the waveform with displacement carries 2 marks, and you will be explaining what is LVDT in brief, that carries 2 marks. So totally it is of 6 marks. And the B question is capacitive pressure transducer. So capacitive pressure transducer, you have to draw the cross section of the capacitor pressure transducer. So this figure has 1 mark, and the circuit diagram for that carries another 1 mark, and explanation of these both carries 4 marks. So totally it is of 6 marks. And C question is block diagram of communication. So you will be determining the working of communication system. So how you will determine the working of communication? By drawing a neat block diagram representing in form of blocks, and then describing each of the blocks. So if you draw a block diagram, it carries 4 marks, and explanation of each of the blocks carries another 4 marks. So totally it is of 8 marks. Moving into the OR choice, thermistor characteristics. So here you have characteristics of thermistor, that is temperature characteristics and its explanation. So you will be either doing resistance or temperature characteristics. So that characteristics carries 2 marks, and how that characteristics, see, if you connect a circuit only, you will get an output and an CRO, right? So, or if you connect a circuit only, you will get an end output. So how this temperature circuit characteristic has been formed, that explanation carries 4 marks. So totally it is of 6 marks. That is A question. And B question is photodiodes, explanation about photodiodes. So you will be drawing the PN junction, how photodiodes is formed. So this figure carries 1 mark, and the graph for that carries another 3 marks. So like how it the graph is formed, like that carries 3 marks with respect to voltage and current, and then explanation for that is carries 2 marks. So totally it is 6 marks. Then C question is definition of a modulation and what is the need for modulation. So you will be drawing a blocks. See, whatever explanation you give, first put it in a form of block and then explain, it will be easy. So once if you explain what is modulation, then it is 2 marks. And why you really need modulation, list out some 6 points, and each of the points carries 1 mark. So totally it will be 8 marks. So hope you have understood the complete module, distributions of questions and the scheme. Please be stay tuned for more information. Thank you.